I gave you instruction, Julio, te di tus instrucciones. Quiero una pelea limpia. I want a clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Protégete siempre. Touch him up, and let's get to work.
This fight has the feel of a ritual act of a theatrical revenge.
Including the farewell kiss from Julio Sr. to his son's cheek as he turned around to do this business. Julio Jr. has really begun to fill out like a man, Emmanuel. A couple of years ago, he looked ridiculously boyish in the ring, like such a neophyte, like a 12-year-old with boxing trunks on. But his body is much fuller now. His style is much more settled. He's flat on his feet when he wants to be. He's really starting to look much more like a fighter.
And I like him myself. You know, a lot of guys said, oh, he's just living off his dad's name. But, you know, he's boxing good, and he didn't have an amateur background, so he's getting experience by fighting regular as a professional fighter. And I see him improving a lot.
Only 4 amateur fights. Already over 30.
Well, he didn't really make the decision that he wanted to do it till about 15 or 16, and at that point, rather than to pursue the long amateur career, he basically turned around to the people around him and said, hey, I want to be a pro. That's what Dad was. Let's go ahead and do it this way.
And I understand that his other younger brother, Omar, who was about 17 years old and built more on the lines of Julio Sr., is a tremendous fighter also and a good puncher.
Unbeaten early in his career and just got another knockout down in Culiacan a couple weeks ago. There's a quick uppercut.
One of his dad's favorite combination. Left hook to the body, then followed by a quick left uppercut up between the gloves.
That left hook to the body was his father's trademark punch, and once again, when you look at Miguel Cotto later on in the main event, you're looking at the fighter that I personally call the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., or excuse me, the Julio Cesar Chavez of his generation, because of his dependence on that punch and the almost entirely body-oriented style.
That's so unusual when you see him doing it. Him being such a tall guy and effectively place the left hook to the body is really a beauty.
Grover Wiley having a couple moments there as he shows that he has come from Omaha to New York to fight. Second time in New York for Grover. He says he loves it. Wiley's got some quickness, and he's got resolve in there. He's going to come forward and fight.
Very nice hook uppercut combination by Chavez.
Yeah, that's his favorite punch. He shoots a left hook to the outside, and he shoots a left hook up through the center.
There's the left hook to the body. Knowledgeable crowd goes,
yeah.
Ooh. Case in point. 4, 5. Grover's still trying to catch his breath. Hammered by that left hook to the body. 7 seconds to go in the round. Wiley is going to get a chance to rest between rounds, but he was really devastated by that one left hook body shot.
Which usually takes much more than a minute to get over.
Hard to get away from that punch.
You're doing real good, all right? You keep banging his arm. Keep banging his arm like you're doing, okay?
Come on, bend your waist. Use your waist a bit more. And straight to the chest also.
Here you see the left hook to the body right here. Well placed. Even though Grover had his hands up, he went right behind the elbows and landed the shot. This is just a follow-up left uppercuts.
What is impressive about Chavez, however far he goes in boxing, which we can't tell from here, is he has a certain poise and presence, unrushed, knows what he can do.
And a lot of it's coming because he's fighting regular. He's fighting on such often basis. When you do that, things happen instinctively and automatically then. You don't even have to think.
fighting for a promotional firm that knows how to gradually develop fighters.
That's right, top rank. And
Brilliant in the way they bring them along.
Bruce Trampler develops and makes superstars out of it.
All right, assuming he wins this fight, which we all do, is he ready to take on Arturo Gatti should Gatti win his next fight?
I would say yes, because of the physical size difference, and I think the activity level that this kid is. But he only had a lot of experience. He's been fighting so regular. I think he would beat Gatti.
It's a fascinating matchup because
He's so big.
he may be too physical for Gatti at this stage of Gatti's career, given how much ring experience Gatti has, how much wear and tear he's taken. And it's a fight for which Julio Jr. is going to get a lot of credit from media if he wins it, because Arturo is so well known.
Yeah, but Arturo's got a hard fight on his hands on July the 14th, too, and I have to admire him for taking this fight with Gomez. He doesn't get easy fights.
That's right. It's
He's got
not a
rough
sure thing
fight.
matchup because he's got to get past Alfonso Gomez.
Tough fight.
Now, Julio Cesar Jr. is absolutely convinced at this moment he's going to knock Grover Wiley out with one of those left hooks to the body. So he's just focusing on setting that shot up and firing it over and over and over when he gets the chance. And he's hurt Wiley twice more in this round with left hooks to the body. Straight right hand upstairs might do the job too.
And that's what he needs to do. He needs to jab more. For a tall guy, he doesn't jab enough. He needs to work his jab, set up the guy, and then drop the big shots on him, but he's not boxing enough.
Wiley has come back to showing that resolve he showed in the first round. He's going to come forward and make his mark in the fight somehow or another. You heard Midge Miner, his trainer, saying go ahead and bang him on the arms. Wiley's done just that in the second round.
The jab is not a serious jab.
No.
He's not trying to hurt you or move you or set you up with the jab.
Now, he could definitely, if you're talking about Chavez, he could definitely improve on that part of his game.
Yeah, he doesn't box. He doesn't take advantage of it. I'd love to see him throw his left hook, but he doesn't jab at all on it. So if he does, not an authoritative jab, it's just a time-driven jab.
And because he doesn't use his jab much, he runs the risk of getting into situations like that, where somebody can simply back him into the ropes and land a shot or two.
But
It'd be easier to manage things if he threw his jab more.
Yeah, even though he's a tall guy, he still likes to bang. He really don't like to box that much.
I mean, you compare that pawing jab effort to what fighters with long arms like this would normally try to do. It's two different things. There he is, Julio Chavez Sr., Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., man who won his first 93 fights before finally suffering an official loss. And another fight that Chavez Jr. talks about is he wants to fight Oscar De La Hoya to avenge De La Hoya's 2 victories over his dad. Use your jab. Remember to use your jab now. Well, it sounds as though Chavez Jr.'s trainer, Rodolfo Chavez, also feels as though he should use his jab, something Larry Merchant brought up in the last round.
Rodolfo is the older brother. He's older than Julio Cesar Sr. And I was training Julio Sr. He was telling me that Rodolfo was the one who got him into boxing and helped train him when he was a little kid.
What was it like training Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.?
Unbelievable, his work ethic, but also never been involved with a person with the popularity that he had. It was particular because we trained in Mexico. He was a good fighter, though.
Wasn't he a work hard, party hard kind of a guy?
Well, when I got involved with him, he had just lost to Frankie Brown and said that he, spent a lot of time having a lot of cervezas every day after training. So he changed that every day with watermelon after training.
Watermelon's better than cerveza.
Yeah, for lots of reasons. But he trained very good. So I really had a great pleasure training him down there.
Regarded as the greatest of Mexican fighters, which is saying a lot.
And what was interesting, he could box very well. But I was surprised when he could get on his toes and box.
We're told that a New York State Athletic Commission official has just warned Chavez Sr., incidentally, not to shout instructions into his son's corner. Leave it to the uncle.
If he moved a couple of rows back and was in his ringside seats, he could do it as a fan.
Manny, everybody knows about the great left hook, particularly to the body, and the overwhelming willpower of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. What was the most underrated element?
He's hurt again. Wiley is hurt again from the body.
Forget about the underrated part. This may be the knockout coming here.
Systematically destroying him with the left hand. But he's mixing it up.
And he started the round jabbing.
Yep. And then he'll throw a hook to the head, and then the top, and then he'll throw a hook to the body, then he'll throw the hook between the gloves, and then he'll jab, and throw another. So he don't know where the punch is coming.
One or two more left hooks to the body just might do the trick here. Wiley's just trying to hang in and sort of catch his breath. And another body shot puts him down. That's the third knockout down in the fight, and Wiley is shaking his head as if to say, that will do.
Yes. Can't make it, he's saying.
That's what you do when you hammer them to the liver.
And it's unusual to see young fighters like we're seeing with him and Cotto who are most effective with the body punches. It's from the old school. Very few fighters today throw body punches effectively.
Well, you know, where do you think he learned it?
From watching his dad's films, probably more so, yeah.
It's in the genes, baby. An innate understanding of the power of the ground game. Why throw when you can run?